Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Here's what we're going to talk about today during today's video. I wanted to go over the friendly that because they called it the Classico, but it's like, is that just another fancy name for a friendly before we begin action in the FIFA World Cup? And so I was going to give reaction to the U.S. men's team against Senegal and what had transpired, because it was a 3-2 game. There was a lot of stuff in the second half that would make me go, all right, sure. But what I thought I'd do is I'd just give my reaction to the game and then kind of do like a little preview. Like I looked at the pools and stuff and group play, considering that the World Cup's right around the corner. And I haven't actually made my official prediction for who I have winning, or just kind of like a softball of, hey, watch out for this team, watch out, because I've thrown a couple names out. I've thrown out like Argentina and Portugal, France and Spain, the usuals. Like there's a lot of hype for Brazil, and people think that Brazil could actually win the World Cup. I'm gonna be hammering this home, just because it's on American soil. I don't think USA is winning it. I think there is a distinct difference, and I think it has to do with just level of competition. And it's why if you tried to make American football a world sport, we dominate everybody, because like it is America's game. Baseball, that's what's very fun about baseball and hockey and basketball, is we're starting to see how even level playing field of how America's starting to catch up else, sort of. Like hockey, dude, hockey belongs to Canada. I know for the next 4 years it belongs to us, because our team beat Canada in the final, but it's Canadians, it's their sport. But just, and with the dominance of sports and whatnot, like you take American football, like other than Canada, maybe like, gosh, how many linemen come from the Samoan Islands? Like that, it's like competitiveness wise, what country could run with USA? If we were to like send our best athletes out there, like flag football is one thing, which whatever, but like actual padded up, like do you expect a team from, gosh, like let's say the Philippines or something, like the average height of a male in the Philippines like 5'3"? Do you expect them to guard Justin Jefferson, or be able to sack Justin Herbert? No. How many little, because again, the height average is 5'2", 5'1". How many Japanese men would it take to tackle Derrick Henry in the A slot? A lot, because not even grown men in America can do that. So when it comes to soccer, like, yeah, the women's and the men's, it's two totally separate ballparks. And so just because it's on U.S. soil, no. I think the farthest team U.S. can get is probably the round of 16, like the knockout rounds. But then past then, no. I think there's too many. Like if I were to compare from pool play, the teams that are better than Team USA, probably Brazil, Germany, Spain, Uruguay, Portugal, England, Croatia, Argentina, and France. So I basically just listed everybody. Those are full. I think we're better than probably South Korea. We could probably catch Japan or the Netherlands on a good day. Maybe we could beat, Mexico on a good day or something like that. But so I just in this stream, I thank you guys for leaving some likes. Be sure to let me know who you have winning the World Cup. I want to do a video real quick, just give my thoughts on group, also what we saw out of the friendly between Senegal and USA today. The offsides, and now when I tuned in, it was already 2-1. Little did I know we already blew a 2-0 lead, because I had to come back there before the half to make it 2-1, and then from the second half, that's when I watched and we watched on. I did not understand the offsides and why it was called back. The goal that made 3-1. And then all of a sudden, funny enough, like 2 seconds later after taking a goal off the board, oh, look at that, it's 2-2. The fact that, the announcers were using their third time's the charm, where the ball reached the back of the net. Now, one of them that did get called back, like I understand that one, because that one did look a little bit more offside than the other one. But 3 goals got called back. And the truth is, this could have been a blowout. This could have been so much worse, because there was, it was probably around the 70th minute mark. Like, there was the one where there was a middle pass, and then he just flaked on it. And then there was the one where, like, it hit the post, and the defender got one stop on it. Like, everybody's crowded, so we just keep shooting in it, like, boink off the goalkeeper, rebound, boink off the post. There was a scoring chance there. So, like, this score could have been much more than it was. But I'd be a little nervous. I'd be a little nervous if I was Team USA. The other fun thing that I did watching that game, too, was trying to figure out where they were playing by using context clues. Obviously, I figured out, they're playing in Carolina, because it would show that aerial tracking shot where you could see the scoreboard. You see the huge Panther logo, and it's like, oh, okay. Because my brain thought, with just the bluish greenish, I was like, are they? And then, like, doing a little bit more research and, like, the aerial shots, I was like, oh, no, they're in Carolina. So there's my thoughts on that. It was a game, fun game. Kind of caught it last second, so I thought I'd give my reaction to it. A win is a win, but again, the World Cup is just going to be that much more. And I don't know, in segueing, let's go to group play. I don't know how many. I don't know if it's 2 from each, and then they make the knockout rounds. I don't know. But of looking at all, without the bells and whistles, and I can probably go over rosters, just look at kind of like season as a whole, look at rosters, look at how well each individual team, like, how are they stacked, are they not? I can probably do that later in a later stream, but just looking at our 12 groups, groups A through L, I just kind of did a quick glance and kind of, hey, boom, you are it. And if not that, I could talk about the second runner-up. Again, I don't know if they're allowing 2 per group or just 1, because, a 12-team bracket, that'd be kind of crazy. But again, like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 or 6-ish groups where it's like, okay, you could split between one of the versus. You look at, Argentina's group. Who's beating Argentina? Now, will Argentina probably lose 1 or 2 games? Maybe. Like, they'll probably tie 1, lose 1, but then win the other 2. So, anyways. And I know that points are a big thing, too. Points is something where, like, points are another thing, too. Like, they don't count wins and losses. They count goals, which is, it is what it is. But anyways, here we go. In Group A, I'm going to take Mexico. No shocker here. In Group B, I'm going to take Canada. Remember a handful of years ago, Canada won 3rd in the Copa America. So I'll take them. Funny enough, I don't remember seeing Colombia or because Argentina ended up winning the Copa, but who? Because Uruguay was there, but I think Uruguay played Canada and Canada beat them for 3rd place. Can't remember off the top of my head. In the C group, I'm going to take Brazil. I was leaning towards Morocco because Morocco made the Final Four last FIFA World Cup. But I don't know. There's parts of me, there's a lot of hype behind Brazil, so there's parts of me that think, okay, maybe Brazil. For Group D, yes, I'm going to take USA because I'm going to be stupid. The other thing, too, is with their group's kind of easy. And that's probably just because they're the host country, where it's like, oh, you're the host country, France. Let's put you in an easy group, so you guys can just have 3 warm-up games to get ready for knockouts. Like I can see that. I'll take USA, but it's not like they're stacking USA. Like let's say they stack USA and Germany in the same group. It's not like that. Um, Brazil, Group F, Group C, Group H. I think Group I, but I didn't write any other names. And Group L, those are pretty stacked. But so I'll pick USA in Group D. I'm gonna pick Germany. And like if you look at the history of the World Cup and what the World Cup is, it goes to like one of 5 places. It goes to Germany, Uruguay, Brazil, France, Argentina, and that's it. Spain's only won it once. Italy's won it once or twice, and then that's it. Like they'll just rotate every. So, but Germany, whether it's West Germany or Germany as a whole, so I'll just take Germany. Germany has a lot of history. Now, where F, I pick straight up. I'm picking Japan. Now, I don't like it, but there's something that I have a feeling, because I believe Group B is where South Korea is. I have a feeling South Korea can make some noise too, you know, because one year like Belgium was seen as, okay, Belgium's probably going to go to the Final Four or at least go to the Elite Eight, and then didn't like Japan or South Korea upset them in PKs or something, where it's like, well, kind of like Croatia or Morocco, where it's like a team where it's like, really, they had a soccer team. So I'm with Japan, but if not Japan, the Netherlands, obviously. In G, I'll pick Belgium. In H, I'll pick Spain. That one might bite me a little bit, but I'll pick Spain. And if not Spain, Uruguay. Because, again, it just, I don't know. I don't know. I have to look at rosters some more and just see who's on the national team. For Group I, I'll pick France, and then let's round out these 4. So again, France, and then J, I'm picking Argentina. Like K, I'm picking Portugal. Like no shocker here. L, I don't know. Did Modric retire? And like half of the squad that was there last year in the other games, I don't know if they retired, because if Croatia still has everybody, I definitely could see